Yeah, what's going on, people? Welcome to another edition of the Backstage Business. But this is a special edition. This is the hard truth, the Clash in Italy post reaction show, hosted by the villain himself and my man, 50 grand, Corey, controversial one himself, controversial Corey in the building. What's going on, Corey?
What's happening? What's happening? Look like it's a two-man show tonight, huh?
That's it. I mean, listen, that's all you need. You got controversy, you got villains. That's all you need, baby. It's crazy because they're missing out because what a heck of a show we got today. What a heck of a show. But thank you for everybody that's joining us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, X, you call it that, and anywhere else that you consume your activity. Listen, Corey. Um, Clash in Italy was live out in Turin from I guess, one of the arenas that they built for the Olympics for hockey, but it gets used for a lot of multi uses, and WWE got to use it for their latest PLE entry on ESPN and on Netflix internationally. A lot of solid matches. We knew they were big matches going into it, and it didn't disappoint. Corey, give me your initial reaction to the pay per view, or I always call it pay per view, the PLE, and what do you grade it?
Best show of the year. Better than Mania Night 1 and 2. Better than
Come on.
Rumble. Man, look. It's an A. It's an A. They showed us that they can do it. Like they can do it. You're giving us
Right.
you're giving us 5 matches.
hmm
There's no reason for every show to not be this good if you're only giving us
Right.
5 matches. We'll get into it eventually, but the weakest match on the whole card was Soul versus Becky, and that was a damn good match. There was no
Right.
there was no weaknesses. So solid card. I thought at the beginning of the night I told you guys nobody was topping Rhea and Jade, and then we got the main event, and the main event was what a main event is supposed to be. Yes, sir. So solid show. It's not quite an A plus, simply because they didn't pull the trigger on something I thought they should have. But it was an A. By far best show. It's the best show we've seen from top to bottom in a long time.
I mean, probably since Evolution.
Yep. That's the one I was
Last year.
thinking of.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I'm with you. I would give it a solid. I would have gave it a solid A if it wasn't for the little bit of botches, which I'm not going to be super critical of, because, dude, it's a one take. Like one take hold. It's a one take, right? You only get one shot to do it. Certain things happen. I hate being so overly critical about it, but I'll give it an A minus just because I felt like the Gunther match, and we'll get into it. Ended not abruptly, but I don't think that was the way they wanted to end it. It leaves a lot of meat on the bone going forward, but it was interesting. And then Soul and Becky, there was a miss spot here. Okay, technical, getting really nitpicky. Rhea and Jade, the ending was still solid, but getting to that point was kind of messed up. You could obviously see it, but other than that, it's like, and I said it to you and the guys in the chat. I don't want those one botches to ruin what was a great match, and I could say that for each one, right? So, I give it an A minus. I agree with you. It was easily the best PLE of the year so far, and the best one since Women's Evolution last year, which was top to bottom. In our opinion, humbly the best PLE of 2025. So I can't agree more. The show got off to a hot start with Cody Rhodes and Gunther for the undisputed WWE Championship, 2v1 if you ask him, but not if you ask somebody else, which we'll get
Huh.
into a little bit later. But Gunther looks great. I mean, I had
Yep.
to, I said it to my daughter, and I was saying, to go back to where he was when he was Big Walter to what he is right now. I mean, what an amazing job of him just getting himself into game shape and looking the part. And the match is a typical Gunther match, physical. a lot of high impact moves and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, those two really can work together so well and tell a really good story. And it just made for a really good way to start a main event. It may not be the high flying, flashy match that everybody loves, but it really told the story and it really gave you what you needed, right, Corey?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you go into a Gunther match looking for something that's high flying or anything like that, you're gonna be disappointed. Gunther does what he does. It's gonna
Hmm.
be the same type of match. It's a damn good match, but it's only
Yep.
certain people you can do these things with. But I mean, I haven't seen Gunther have a bad match yet.
Hmm.
Um, I don't like the way it ended. First of all, I don't like the winner, and I don't know if he was supposed to be the winner because of how it ended,
Yeah.
or if they're using that just to build a rematch. I don't know,
Hmm.
but it
Right.
was it was it. I don't want to say it took away from the match because it didn't, because they can always, even if it was a botch, they can always go back and make you think, all right, that was supposed to happen.
Right.
But Cody needed a feud that was worthy of the championship, and he has one now. So
Right.
I never thought this match would be a one-off, but I thought Gunther would and should win. You've built him up the way you've built him up, and
Hmm.
you have him get pinned for the second time by Cody Rhodes.
Right.
Like, what are we doing? So I think we'll get the rematch at SummerSlam. I don't, but who knows? Because you got the King of the Ring, and they've already said that person's getting a title shot at SummerSlam. So who
Right.
who really knows?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Like honestly, I liked it because of the idea that I agree with you. It's like, okay, hmm, it, if it was supposed to end that way to get to a couple more matches and ride us through the summer, I'm fine with that. No problem. Right. But it just looked like the way it ended was kind of just a little wonky. And like he was supposed it like he was supposed to have his foot on the rope, didn't get his foot on the rope, and then it just ended that way, and it still worked because technically, and I'm telling my daughter this, like if you have your foot underneath the rope, you still should the
Yep.
count shouldn't happen. So you still have that controversy, just not the quote unquote traditional way that you get that controversy, right? So I thought the match was just great. It was hard hitting. It's a typical Gunther match. Being live and seeing Gunther work in person, you appreciate him a little bit more just for how well he works. And it may be like not boring, but like not your traditional match, but he doesn't make mistakes.
Yep.
It's a you know what I mean? Like he gets through the match and you don't have to have like controversy about it. But we're not alone. We got my main man who was arguing with me the whole time during a clash in Italy, but I love him like a brother. Kayfabe is dead, Coach, aka Steve. What's up, Steve? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh no. All right. Well, we'll bring you back. We'll bring you back in a minute. We'll bring you back in a minute. That's probably God talking right there because he was. I'm telling you, he was very nasty to the villain. He was very mean. And it's it's fine, but I'm sure he'll be right back in talking that junk. We love him. Um, but yeah, he just works. Gunther just works a solid match, and I never feel like he's going too fast, going too slow, about to make a mistake. It's always just a smooth, clean match. And when you got somebody like that with Cody, who is a professional, gets through his beats and all that stuff, it makes for a really good match. So I enjoyed the match thoroughly. It was a good way to kick off, and it was a good way to have that little bit of a controversy, which you could say carry through the night, I guess. Steve is in the building. His microphone is working. Check 1 2 1 2.
They're trying to silence me. They
Not
don't want.
not they. You listen.
They
They
don't want to hear
you.
the. They don't want to hear the truth.
What's the truth, my brother? What's the truth?
The truth is, everybody is caught up in the moment, and I'm not. I'm glad we didn't do this right after the show because now I had a chance to like cool down after the show, and I grade this PLE as The best one so far.
Yeah. Yo, well, give me your take, coach. Give me your take, because we all said it's the best PLE. We said it was the best PLE since Women's Evolution.
Yeah, like that's insane that almost a year later we've been chasing after that. And
Yeah,
like I said, because the women that night in Atlanta just put the bar so high,
yeah.
and we've been like I mean, there's been Survivor Series, there's been Rumbles, there's been WrestleMania. It's just this was really good, and I feel like if I can kind of like pull back the curtain here a little bit, this
Go
is
for
what
it.
this is what happens when I feel like Triple H, he gets paid a lot of money to be the quote unquote bad guy, for people to look at him and be like, it's all his fault. TKO Endeavor, whatever, that pay him a lot of money to go out there and let everybody like on the internet and everywhere else like say it's his fault. He's a
The
bad
fake.
booker. He's a figurehead. It's like let's point at him. Don't point at the people who are actually like kind of like making him make these decisions and enforcing Pat McAfee and forcing
Hmm.
Jelly Roll and stuff like that. I feel like Triple H got a chance to actually cook up a pay per view without the meddling, and look what
Hmm.
happened.
Hmm. I,
I
I
mean,
I completely agree with you. I completely agree because it's like you said, he's like always the face of it. Like when
mhm,
there's a good thing, he's the face, and yeah, it's not really his fault. The women did great, or the guys did great. It was great, man.
yeah,
When it's bad, he's got to go out there post show or
mhm,
in the press conference, and he has to eat the shit. He has to
yeah,
eat shit and like it, and it's not fair. It
yeah.
really
He
isn't.
learned that from his father-in-law.
But
Yeah.
hold on. Hey, one thing we're not gonna do is talk about fair and unfair. You get paid a lot of money. Life ain't fair.
Oh
When
well, no.
people get
Like I said, it's just like that's his job. That's what he signed up for. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Right.
And he's not like, oh man, I got to go out here and everybody's going to say I'm a bad booker. Oh man, no, he's not, he's yeah, he's not doing that. But I feel like both things can be true. It's like, hey, yeah, you get paid a lot of money for it, but also it's like when you're hamstrung a little bit by like your bosses and stuff like that, you can only do. And I feel like this is an example of letting him get out the way. I mean, letting them getting out of the way because it's like again, we don't have to talk about this. We can talk about this later. I might do a separate video about it about like AAA and stuff like that. It's just like
Wow.
there's no need for AAA to be for Triple Mania to be in Vegas. It's like they just can't hit this up. This company they have to have they cannot go
Yeah.
too long without having something in Las Vegas
Yep.
because like
Hmm.
Las Vegas is like their home base. So I get it. I'm surprised that NXT hasn't moved to Vegas already. You know,
Right.
like which is probably coming eventually.
I was
Yeah, the
about to say you
performance
didn't
center.
brought
How
you.
much you want to bet the performance center will be in Las Vegas at
Yeah.
some point?
Yeah. Look, and you heard it here first, guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
but, yeah. So it's like, I think this is a product of you want to give the European fans a little bit something because it's like it's a big deal and it's like it's the first PLE in Italy and you want it like those people are already hooked. And again, very high crowd, white high crowd. These European crowds make us American crowds look terrible. You know,
Yeah.
because we take it for granted. This was the
Hmm.
first PLE in Italy. This was the first,
Ever.
ever. And there have been Raws there, there have been stuff, but PLE there, this was fantastic. They referenced like the Milan Miracle when Santino won the
Yeah, I
Intercontinental
remember. I
Championship.
remember that. I remember
I
that. Yeah.
remember that. And that was just it's stuff like that was like cool. And like I said, the people in Italy were red hot. It was fantastic. And but like I feel like a separate story that we can kind of get into is this seems like there was no meddling. There was no
Yeah.
hey. It's like hey, Trips. We need to do this. We need to do this. We need to like sell more Slim Jims. We need the general. We need the general commercial, whatever like that. Shaq's gonna be there for some strange reason. It's
Hmm.
like we're gonna watch George Kittle. No offense, Corey. Watch George Kittle drink 18 beers. It's like it's gonna be amazing. We got 2 days to do all this, and it's just I feel like you let Paul cook, and this is what happened.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And thank you for coming in and bringing that point up because we want to blown right past it, and it's a point that deserves to be talked about because I was annoyed too a little bit that triple the first night was announced in Las Vegas. I'm like, and then the next night in Mexico City, I'm like, why? Like like why? It doesn't make any sense to me. And it's just the meddling at TKO, and you can't get around it. You can't get away from it. But I guess there might have been a little bit of meddling as far as like make sure that this card is stacked. And then,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
but if you're gonna make me stack this card, you gotta let me do this. And
Mm-hmm.
how much you want to bet that was the
Oh yeah.
conversation. And
Yeah.
okay, all right, I just got the better puzzle pieces to work with. You going to Italy? You're going to Italy. You're
Mm-hmm.
going to Italy, and we're gonna cook. And that's exactly
Well,
what happened. Go ahead.
if that's the case, then I need this to be for every PLE. They need to tell. They need to
That's
tell.
exactly where I'm going
Mm-hmm.
with it, Corey. That's
Yep.
Exactly.
exactly where I'm going with it. Like every PLE shouldn't have a filler match. Like it has to
Yep.
have a high stakes, a really top level match. And if you're not on that level, then you guess what?
If you're
Your
only gonna
regular
have five matches,
Five.
if you're
That's what
only
I was
gonna
gonna say.
have
Yep.
five matches, you cannot have a throwaway match if there's only gonna be five of them. I know, like I dibble dabble on in Jacksonville, the Jacksonville side of things, stuff like that. Look, you can say what you want to about them down there. It's like it it's banger after banger after banger. Yeah, you're there for 4.5 hours, but it's like there's very little filler on an
yeah,
AEW card. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because they're going out there and they're going out there and they're getting after it. Like I said,
yeah,
All or Nothing didn't end till after midnight the other day. But
right, right.
I was wide awake.
I could,
I
I
was
could, if I could stay up, I
yeah,
would watch it. And
yeah.
like, I do watch a little bit of AEW. Like some of the matches, like really kind of annoy me because it's like I can't do all the blood and gore. I just can't, and I can't do the train wreck for the sake of the train wreck.
Yeah.
But then you get beautifully crafted matches that really tell a great story, and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, this is what is missing. To be honest
Mm-hmm.
with you, I never take a huge jump on AEW. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't watch it as much. But I
Yeah.
know
You
when I
got.
do tune in, I do see a pretty good match. Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Corey.
You've gotten old, man. Give me the
I
train
have.
wreck. Give me the train wreck.
No, no, it's just like it's what it is. We laugh, we make jokes about the family orientated shows and stuff, but you know
Mm-hmm.
what? I can sit here at Clash of Italy
Mm-hmm.
and watch it with my daughter. I
Yeah. See,
can't
you got.
really sit here and say I want to watch an AEW PLE because somebody's going to be gushing blood or something
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
like that, and I'm like, I gotta, you know what I mean? Like I have become what I feared the most, a parent. You know what I mean? Like I have
No,
to.
I mean,
yeah.
I have
but you
to
got,
parent my
but
kid.
you got a little one. See, so I see your
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
side. My side. I got a 16-year-old teenage son. If he comes in here and
Mhm.
he sees blood everywhere, he's gonna sit down.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
sit
she's
down.
Yeah, get a
she's
So
16-year
she's
old
right
boy. Yeah.
here. She's right
yeah,
here, dying to be on the show, and you know what I mean. And like, I can't. I want to watch
Yeah. Yeah.
AEW. She asked me, "Can we watch it?" I'm like,
Mm,
no,
because
no.
you'll watch it and then you'll see a match with I don't know you'll see Ember Moon and like I don't know like Anna Jay or something like that, and
Hmm.
then the next thing you know is like, and here comes Megan Bain and she has a chainsaw. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But then Corbin and MJF, right, was a really good match where MJF got the title back.
Mhm.
But then it's like, can I really sit here and watch that match the whole
No,
weekend?
you cannot. And I'll
No.
tell you the FTR and Edge and Christian match.
Yeah, there's another
Fantastic,
one.
fantastic match. Would not let anybody under 15 watch it because it was
Yeah.
brutal.
It was brutal. I can't do it. I don't know how those two over 50 years old can pull off a match like that.
Because they
God bless
hoopers,
them. Yeah, but then
Hall
you
of
see
Famers.
Tommaso, but then you see Tommaso Ciampa taking that like it was I think it was a suplex off the
Hmm.
backs of the chair like that. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah,
okay.
and it's like
So I just don't.
here comes MVP, and that bat is on fire. Yes, like
Exactly. So I'm sorry. I hate to derail,
yeah,
but long
no,
story
no,
short, I
uh,
totally agree with you, Corey,
mhm,
Steve. Letting Triple H, Paul Cook, you get a match like this, and I totally agree with you, Corey. I want this every time. I
mhm,
feel like they take for granted that you get on a PLE and just throw guys on there. Oh, let's just throw a fatal four way with a couple of guys.
yeah,
Like, I mean, listen, if you make the PLE, you have to earn it. Like it's not
yes,
just giving the spot to Trick Williams because Trick Williams. No, dude, if you putting up bangers and Mello and Trick is a banger worth match worth seeing at a PLE that's gonna bring in money, I'm gonna put you on there. If not, I'll let you headline SmackDown or I'll let you headline a Saturday Night Main Event and call
mhm,
it a day. Like we got to draw the line somewhere. Like to your point, Corey, if you after this, there's a standard. And if you
yep,
don't meet that standard, you're not on my PLE. I mean, you agree, Corey?
yes, sir, yes, sir. I mean, like Coach said, you're gonna have five. You're gonna have five matches. They gotta be bangers, and I feel like this. if they go with this platform where you got to earn it, then it's gonna breed competition.
Thank you, thank you, thank
That
you.
can't do
Because
nothing but help.
that
Yeah,
PLE money is different than a Raw or SmackDown money.
yeah.
I don't know if they I think they're not salary, but they have a set amount. They get it, whatever. But I think
Hmm.
there's a little bit of extra change that you get with a PLE, especially like a Mania check. I think
Yeah.
the money's probably how they paid it out has been different over the years. Back in the day, getting a Mania match, I see Big Show talk about doing a match when he worked that match with Cena for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
That was a big payday for him, right?
Yep.
Like, and I remember Show. I talked to Big Show when he came down to Stanford. He said the payday for him and Mayweather was pretty damn good too.
Hmm.
So it's different now than it was back then. But at the end of the day, I agree with you. If you're gonna
Do you
be
know?
on that PLE, it's got to be a banger.
Do you know how embarrassed I would be if I'm somebody like Liv Morgan or I'm somebody like LA Knight, who in my mind I think I'm one of these top players, and I'm sitting in the damn crowd?
Yeah, yeah,
Come on, man.
Well,
Come
I
on, man.
mean, look, L.A. Knight had some pizza and a nice drink and stuff like that, and I mean, and he's L.A. Knight, whatever like that. Liv Morgan is the women's champion and was not
yeah.
on a pay per view or I'm sorry, a PLE card.
The PLE.
A
Yep.
Yeah,
woman, a woman who is of Italian descent, and you have a PLE in Italy, and she's the champion. Is like people were kind of like all like up in arms about like Julia, who is like actually Italian and not like Italian. Remember, she's like actually real Italian, and it's
right.
like
So is Rhea.
yeah,
Rhea's
yeah,
part
and
Italian.
it's like no, it's like you have to earn it. I like
Mhm.
dare I say, is this a new era?
Well, you never know. You never know. So I like what they're doing, and I think I don't know how they got there. I'm sure we'll hear about it in other on other podcasts or others stations or what have you or dirt sheets or however it's going to get out. But at the end of the day, um, it's this. I hope this is the standard, and I hope that this moves into Night of Champions, and then you earn your way into SummerSlam.
Hmm.
It'll be two nights, but it's got to be a banger of a match. So, Corey, I mean, Steve, I didn't get your opinion on the opener match. I'd love to hear your opinion real quick, and then let's just move through these matches.
Yeah, yeah. Real quick, I thought it was a great match. I mean, again, it's like with Gunther, his style isn't for everybody. It's for me though, because I
It's for
love
me.
that, I love that stiff, old school like type of wrestling. And again,
Hmm.
it's hard to digest for people because you want boom, bam, flash, like oh this that. But it's like getting down on the mat and wrestling. Like Gunther tells you all the time, he is a professional wrestler. And
Yep.
Cody Rhodes, who is also an old school guy like that, he loves it. He loves when he
Hmm.
gets a chance to actually wrestle. You know, he
Hmm.
can do all that other stuff. He can tell the story and he can do all this and he can do all that. He can do what you want to do. I think people always kind of like underrate like Cody Rhodes' is like ability as a worker. He can work his ass
Yeah.
off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He
I've seen
works.
him
He
do it.
works. He can work.
I've seen.
And he can work with anybody. And Gunther can too. And I know I heard you say like what makes Gunther so good is just again he's a professional wrestler. He works on his craft. You rarely will see any sort of misstep or mistake. He's not
Hmm.
perfect, but it's like even if he does have a misstep, he can cover it up so good to where you hardly notice. You know, because it's
And
just one.
he's
It's just
calm.
it's just one fluke. He's not like you know.
Hmm.
It's just it was great. It was a little bit of an appetizer for what I think the main course will be down the line with these two. Because I think
Yeah.
we're just getting started with this one. So I
I.
I, I like the match. It was just the way it ended. I was kind of like, oh, we was just getting started, baby. Like but like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, But it was a good match. I loved it. And like I
Mhm.
said, moving forward, like I said, I think this is just the appetizer for this little feud. I think we got something down the line with those two.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys can feud in, like we said, into the summer or after the summer, however you want to do it. And I felt like, to your point, like maybe somebody was looking at the times, like you're on ESPN, we got to move, we got another
Hmm.
match, and
Hmm.
so probably just like, all right, let's go take it home really quickly. But I loved it; it was a really good match.
Hmm.
That led into the next match. To your point, Liv didn't have a match on the card; she was on the pre-show and the post-show. But the one of the potential show stealers was Rhea and Jade. These two, I want more. I
Hmm.
absolutely want more. I thought their Mania match was really good. This match was better.
Hmm.
And Steve, I'll start with you because you came in a little late. Talk to me about Rhea and Jade.
So here's the thing with Rhea and Jade. Just with anything, it's just like I don't know if the heat was real or not. And maybe it
Hmm.
was. But guess what? They realized we can make some money. Whatever we got going on with it like that, let's make some money and let's make a whole bunch of it. And let's go out
Hmm.
there and let's do this. And you see it. It's like with the way they're talking to each other in the ring and stuff like that, the way they're moving and stuff like that. Some of the moves that Jay was pulling off, you have to trust the other person and vice versa.
That's right.
You can't not trust somebody on at least a small level with some of the stuff like the little the combos these ladies were pulling off. You know, some of like just the chain wrestling. It's like you can't chain wrestle like that unless you have some chemistry with someone, unless you trust
That's right.
somebody. You
That's
because
right.
you see it when two people don't have chemistry, it's clear as a bell. You know what I'm saying? You can see it. It's clear as crystal. You can see it. And over time, whatever they probably not going to hang out with each other outside of the ring or in the back. But when it comes into that ring, these ladies have definitely worked on their in-ring chemistry, and it showed because I mean, this was a really good match. This was fantastic. And again, like we were talking in the group chat, and what I said is like, not taking anything away from Rhea, but it's like I was very critical of Jade Cargill early on because I was like, you know
Me
what?
too.
She looks like $1 million, but she need to get shots up. She need to get in there and she need to put in the work. She has put in the work and it shows. And again, you have a good dance partner. It take two to tango. Like Jade has gotten leaps and bounds better than she was. I would say 6, 8 months ago. Because again, it's like
Hmm.
you put her with somebody like Rhea, and this is what she needed. Because my thing with Jade was that she didn't wrestle enough.
Right.
She would just show up. I'm that this. I'm this that. Look at me. Flex for the camera. Storm's coming.
Do
Blah blah blah. Go home. And it's like yeah,
do a two moves and go home.
yeah. Do her thing or whatever. But you can see she's working. She's grinding and working with somebody like Rhea, who is one of the top women like in the business. Is showing. And
Yeah.
look, I want another match from these women because it's like it just seems like the matches just keep better and better and better. And
Hmm.
yeah, moving forward, I don't know what happens. I don't know if this was like a payoff to this feud, but like I
Doesn't look
mean,
like it.
it doesn't look like it, but like yeah, man, big ups to these ladies because they definitely had probably the second best, arguably match of the night. So
I would love to see. We could go all show, but I would
mhm,
love to hear your guys' rankings of the matches once we get to the end. But think about it. Think about it, because I can't rank them. In your the common denominator with Jade is the dance partner. Great match last WrestleMania with Naomi. Great dance partner. Great match even with Nia Jax, who doesn't get a lot of credit, but Nia Jax can work.
mhm,
Great dance partner. Look at the SmackDown. I rewatched it a little bit, working with Alexa Bliss. Great dance partner. They had a pretty good match. Rhea Ripley, like you put her with somebody that can work, it works out. Now, when you put her with somebody that kind of needs that, not coaching up, but kind of needs the little lift up. Like, no offense to Jordan Grace, I like her, but I can't rely on her to pull out a great match
mhm,
out of Jade Cargill. You know what I'm saying? Rhea can pull it out of her, and that's exactly what happened.
mhm.
So, Corey, Rhea, Jade, talk to me.
Second best match of the night. I do think it was a payoff though. I don't know if y'all saw what happened in the back, but
Yeah, yeah, and that's why I was
but
like,
No,
I
I don't.
think
I
it's a
didn't see it. I
payoff.
didn't see it.
Well,
they
go ahead, Corey. Hmm.
they jumped Charlotte.
Oh,
They
oh yeah,
beat
yeah.
they
Well, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they beat the hell out of Charlotte. Um, I think Rhea's going to get whoever wins the Queen of the Ring, but
Makes
I
sense.
th- yeah, I think they're done for now. And Charlotte, like you said, when she has a good dance partner, when Jade has a good dance partner, she's good. She's gotten better. Like,
Hmm.
and that's what I said in the group chat. Y'all, we were talking about how Rhea is making her. Well, Rhea made her at Mania. Well, I'll give Rhea the credit for that. But tonight, like Steve said, it takes two to tango. Rhea didn't do that by herself.
Right.
Um, Jade,
Nobody does.
yeah, Jade's worth the hype now to me. I was
Hmm.
critical of her because you could tell she just wasn't experienced.
Hmm.
Wrestling wasn't. She didn't really. This ain't what she dreamed of doing. So
Right.
just like somebody like Tiffany Stratton, you come in. This wasn't your dream, so you go through the motions. Then eventually you fall in love with it and you start putting in the work. She's put in the work. Her and Rhea,
Do it.
was the best night of the match up until we got to the end.
Right.
That's a hell of a compliment for Jade to be in
Yeah,
what we was
absolutely.
considering a. We all said it right after the match. That's a 5-star match.
That's right.
So
I said
so
the only
hell
thing
of a
that pissed
match.
me off was the botch, but you know what? They covered it up really well, and not well enough because smart wrestling fans know that it was a botch. But
Yeah,
what did I say? What did I say to you? Right, Corey? I said I don't want that botch to ruin a 5-star match because it was
and
a
it
5-star match.
and it didn't. What the only thing about the match that irritated me wasn't even the botch. It was the interference. It wasn't needed. Had a
Yeah,
classic.
No,
You didn't
no,
need.
it wasn't needed at all.
And I
but I think it
understand that
was.
after.
It was.
Well, yeah,
Now
to
that
get
you
to
said what
Charlotte.
To
happened
get
after,
Yeah,
Charlotte in there, yeah.
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
So, hell of a match, man. You even with all that, that's nitpicking because
Yeah, it
It
is. It
is.
really
It
it
is.
was
is.
a, it, was-
It is.
it was a
Now,
hell of a match.
I do want to say this now. Again, now I said something earlier, and I was kind of like, people kind of like poo pooed on it, but I was like, hey, I was like, we got to have matches between now and SummerSlam,
Yeah,
you know.
Hmm. Yeah,
so,
Night of Champions.
so,
boy.
I do, I'm saying, I think we get Jade in Charlotte for the Queen of the Ring, and then I think Charlotte beats Jade, or maybe Jade beats Charlotte, and then we set up another Rhea. Like I think we see Jade Charlotte at Night of Champions. That's just
Probably. It could
I tell
happen.
you,
You got Night of Champions and you got Saturday Night Main Event that's in New York to get to Mania, which is at the end. It's closer to I think. What did we say it was, Corey? It was in
what
early August. Early
August
August, right?
1st and 2nd. It's
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like
literally
Okay.
literally the first
Yeah.
first two
Yeah.
days of
All right.
August.
So
Yeah.
go,
Yep.
I apologize for cutting you off, Corey. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good? You good? I mean, but yeah, it's stuff in between now and SummerSlam. But we're only getting 5 matches a card. You can
Yeah.
find a way to avoid putting them two on the card. And when it comes to
Absolutely.
the Queen of the Ring, you can use the Queen of the Ring to set it up. Just have one of them cost the other one the tournament.
Right. Right.
I don't
There's a
think
lot of
they.
ways to do it.
I don't think they have a match until SummerSlam. I tell you why I'm pretty sure they'll go to SummerSlam. This ain't even a wrestling reason. This is behind the scenes reason. You want to put Jade with people that's good dance partners and they trust her. Charlotte's one of her
Mhm.
best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yes, it
is
is.
what it is. So
Mhm.
you're gonna have two people in the ring to trust each other, and if anybody can get it out of her, it's gonna be Charlotte. And you
Right.
want you if ESPN is gonna want that card stacked with meaningful matches for 2 nights. So
Hmm.
It's crazy because they can have more than one match.
yeah, but you don't want the first one to happen until the big. You want that on
Yeah.
the big.
You let that bird's been cooking for a while, so you
I
want to get it
I
up.
I understand what y'all saying, but also like there's these guys over in the Middle East who pay a lot of money for these things to happen over there,
Right.
and I wouldn't be shocked if there was like they kind of pulled a boss call and made
Hold
that
on,
happen there.
hold
You
on.
know,
Now let's think about where we're talking about. They not paying money for. They not going to care about a woman's match. Not the people paying for it. They want the big male stars. Let's keep it a buck. They not going to be like, oh, I need to see Charlotte and Jade over here. They not
Hmm.
going to do that. That's just not going to happen, in my opinion.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I see. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll see. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. It really is. I can't wait to see the match. I'm really looking forward to it. Wherever we get it, it's been brewing for so long now. It has to happen, and I can't wait for it. So, then we get the middle match of the rematch that I almost called accurately. I was a couple F5s off, but we got Boba and Brock for round two. And we all I think we all picked the winner, what was going to be Brock, to get to that blow off match. Corey, were you impressed by this match, Oba versus Brock round two?
I was impressed for what it was. Um, like we said a couple months ago, you're not gonna get no 5-star classic out of Brock at 50 years old.
Right.
But he had a hell of a. To me, it did what it needed to do. It was two
Mhm.
monsters. It was chaos, just like I thought Mania would have been. It was chaos, and When he kicked out of that fifth F5, I was like, there's no way you're beating him. There's no way you're beating him. So where do we go now with Brock? I was like, what are we gonna do? Because you hit him with 5 of them things and he kicked out all of them. In my mind, I start thinking, and this is the fan in me. In my mind, I start thinking, well, a Superman punch not gonna beat this dude.
Yeah.
He hit that man with 5 of them things. Then when he put him through the table, and this mug got up like the Undertaker and just looked at him, I said, how we gonna beat him? So for what it did, it made Oba look even stronger than he did in a win, and it kept Brock. It kept Brock strong. It kept him a monster. He's still the beast for now. So it did what it needed to do.
Right. I mean, it got Brock. It put Oba over with Brock getting the win, and real wrestling fans will see that. Like, it took 7. You can make the narrative: Brock won, Brock beat him, Brock destroyed him, or you can say it took 7 F5s, 1 through a table to put him down. You know what I'm saying? So it worked both ways, and that's gonna linger, right? The storyline is it's gonna linger in Brock. I beat him, but can I really beat him? And then no, I can beat you again. Let's do it again at SummerSlam. Let's make some money. Corey, so.
Hey, coach, before you go, I tell you one thing: we ain't got enough Samoans yet. Ain't enough Samoans for this one.
No. I mean, I'm sure you can find a couple somewhere. Like I'm saying, there's a bunch of them.
They're waiting. We'll get to that. They're waiting.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
go ahead. That's gonna make Travis so happy. Travis, thinking better with that brother. But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, yes. There's always another one. Never forget.
Yep.
So here's the thing. I feel like this was best case scenario for both men because again, Oba looks still like a monster, still the ruler, even though like the ruler was conquered. But it's like it took 7 F5s, and he had his arm in a Kimura lock for 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So Oba's out there doing it with one arm. He's still like getting offense off, and it's just like it's what I thought the Mania match would be, to be quite honest. And then maybe
I hope the Mania match would be, right?
Yeah. And this is what I thought. I hope that the Mania match would be. This was fantastic. It does set up a third one, and then again with that third one being in Minneapolis, in Brock's quote unquote hometown and stuff like that. This is the retirement match. I think like Brock had to come back and get his one. Because then he even referenced like one, one, whatever like that. So then, yeah. So then we'll break the tie at SummerSlam again. Somebody watching this will be like, "Oh, that Brock Lesnar." It's like we're very pro Brock Lesnar as far as like his wrestling IQ and his understanding of the business. It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin is one of my favorite wrestlers in the world. He would not do the favors for a young Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar remembered that. Because now Brock Lesnar, because then Taker and Cena and all those guys did the favors for him. So then now Brock is paying it forward. He has identified that, you know what? This kid is the next beast. He is the ruler. He's going to be the next big bad, the next big thing. So it's like, let me kind of put him through the fire. Let me show him the ropes. Let me test his metal. And that's what he's doing. And it's wonderful because
and get money in the process.
Yeah, and get money in the process because Brock about that money. That's all he at this point in his career, he about that money. And he identified like me and this kid can make a whole bunch of money. They were selling Oba like Brock 2 t-shirts.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
Like it was Ali Frazier or something like that. Like this, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and them shirts were probably flying like hotcakes. I want one. Hell, like it's just like, and then it's gonna set up, number 3, and it's gonna be great. This was a great match. It is what it is. It's like no one was expecting like a 60-minute Broadway between these two. You know what I'm saying? No. Like now again. Google what a 60-minute Broadway is if you don't know what that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't fit to explain it. You know what I'm saying? But nobody was expecting that. At least no true wrestling fan was expecting that. This was perfect. It was a little bit longer than the Mania match. It was just, I think that this was perfect setting for them. And again, it's like while Brock wins, Brock walks away from the ring kind of like, like, man, I had to give them all I had. and some more.
Yep.
And he and he don't seem to be too much worse for the wear. So like, yeah, this was great. Some people
Yeah.
don't like it. I love it, but it's like, man, look, I can't wait for it. We know we're getting 3 in Minneapolis, so
And
Hmm.
that's my question, because we all know we're getting 3, but how the hell are we gonna get there? They didn't put Oba in the King of the Ring tournament, and Brock. I mean, Brock won the match, but Brock had his facial showed the story of, I don't know
exactly.
what I'm
Yeah,
gonna do with this kid.
yeah. I
So
don't want no more.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that
Yeah,
when once he hit him in the corner, he had that look like, oh my god. I mean,
yeah.
there's a
So it's
lot of
like,
ways you can get there. There's a lot of ways to get there. Like
yeah, but they
Brock was awesome though
all
with King of the Ring.
exactly. But that's what I'm saying though. Brock, the only way to get there is for Brock initiating it to me, because Oba's in the King of the Ring, and without Brock
Hmm.
costing him, Oba won't lose. So it's like,
Right.
if I just beat you and I know it was a struggle, why the hell would I chase you down for a third fight?
Yeah,
Well, I
and
got to keep
we
you down. I got to keep you down.
and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we and we,
That's
we
how.
talked
That's
about
true.
like calendars and dates and stuff like that. Today is May 31st.
Yep.
So it's a bit of a ways to keep these two apart between now and August 1st or 2nd. More than likely August 2nd.
Yeah.
It's just it's up to them how they do it, how we get there. Again, we know we're getting it, but like Corey brings up a good point. Is like how we get there. I'm very interested to see how we
Yep.
get to the third in this trilogy. It's gonna be a wild to keep them apart for a couple months.
And
In my
In
mind, the
Minnesota,
easy. Go ahead. Sir.
you were saying probably night 2. Brock don't go on for nothing less than the main event of night 1. If he's on night 1, he's the main event. So
Or you
Right.
know how Brock is. He like, man, look. The driver still. I told him not even turn the car off, man. It's like get it, get like look. It's like he probably like, man, look, Tony out there, man. He still got the limo running, man. So it's like we gotta get up in out, like what I'm saying, like
In
nah,
my
we
in my
know.
mind, the easiest way to keep them apart is to have Oba keep calling him out and then questioning his manhood
But
until he
why?
finally
Why
reclaims.
would you? Why would you do that if you know if I win the King of the Ring, I get a title match? See,
Well,
it
that's
doesn't
the
make
thing,
sense.
he doesn't have to. He doesn't
and I
have to
wish
win the
I
king.
wish there wasn't a stipulation. I love it being like the stipulation, but it's like again, if Oba won King of the Ring, and then he could be like, I am the king, I am the ruler, and then dun, 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 that's perfect. For Brock to then come out and be like, you may be the king of the ring, but I'm still and then that's how you set it up. But
Yeah,
I don't know. But Corey, you
Because he
might be
can't.
cooking. You might be
He
cooking with that.
can't.
He's gonna cost him King of the Ring probably.
He's got to,
yeah.
because you can't.
Yeah.
Oba, there's nobody on the roster outside of Brock right now that can beat Oba. We just saw it. Brock didn't even think he could do it. Seven F5s,
Hmm.
bruh.
Seven. I mean,
I
his
need.
pants didn't even slip after number two. His pants didn't split in half after the
Yep.
second one. He came prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't cracking my pants today. But nah, there's a way to do it, and we know we're gonna do it, and we'll accept it. We don't care how they do it. We know we're
I
gonna do
at this point I don't care. They're gonna set it up. It's gonna be great.
Yep.
It's like
it.
so this is
Yeah, but we got Teddy Riley, aka Serious Simmons. Looked like he got slapped in the eye a little bit, coming in with his big old shades. You know what I'm saying? What up, Serious?
What up? What up? What up? How we doing this evening?
He a
Man,
fake ass Teddy Riley too.
every time you late, you come in here with glasses or
I know.
sleeveless cutoff, or hey yo, look, you ain't gotta make a scene, bro. We know you here.
He in here just singing No Diggity and everything. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah.
I had to, hey,
Anyway,
listen, I had to hide my eyes because they still puffy from my baby winning that IC belt. You know what I'm
get the
saying?
hell out of here,
I
man.
had to
Get
hide my
out of here.
eyes. I had to hide my eyes.
Anyway, really quick, I'll give you 5 minutes. Grade the
Talk to me.
PLE, and then give me your thoughts on the first three matches, and we're gonna move on to the IC match.
PLE was an A plus, man. I think the overall warming perspective from the group here, that is the best one since Evolution. I echo that. I like everything about this PLE match. Number one, I felt as though it was very, very good. I felt as though Gunther and Cody told a really good story. I really felt as though both men got their move sets off. I'm willing to even ignore the botch because those two worked exceptionally well together, so I'm proud of that. Rhea and Jade, I loved everything about that particular one. I was listening on the drive in, and I like a little bit what was said, but I'll go back and forth with you guys about that at a later date because I'm sure it's going to come up again. But I do think at this particular point, we may need to move off Jade and Rhea and see what else they can do. But them two do dance well together. And with them jumping Charlotte, I think they kind of tipped their hand as to where they're going next. But again, those two women did very, very well together. I don't know if it was coach or villain. You mentioned something about the interference. I felt as though it wasn't needed, but I understood as to why they did it. Going to the third match of the night, Oba and Brock, very, very well. I mean, when Brock jumped him from the moment go and hit him with the first three F5s, I was like, oh snap, here we go. Here we go. I mean, I don't think I saw one suplex from Mr. Suplex City himself. So but like very well done. Again, it did set up the blow off match that we all expect to happen at SummerSlam. But I was very, very impressed with the first three matches. I was very, very, very impressed with the last two. But I wanted to double tap on something really quick and then we can move. Triple H has now shown his ability to cook up a solid PLE. Okay. Mm-hmm. And somebody mentioned the fact that this was not interference involved. TKO didn't get involved. We didn't have celebrity, this, that, and the third. If that's going to be the standard, they now have to back that up because according to what Triple H has always said, you have to earn your spots on these PLEs. You got to earn your spots. You got to do this, that, and the third. This was the first PLE since the all-women's PLE where every match cooked. We can have an argument from 1 to 5. What's the best match? What's the worst match? And honestly, I don't think anybody can be wrong because all 5 of these matches is cooked. So I think I've caught up for now.
No, we totally agree with you. You like to say the standard is the standard, and this was the standard. Go ahead, Sirius. I mean, Corey, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying we could go 1 through 5, but you could say 1 or 2, and you'd be wrong if you put them in certain places.
But you know what? It's your opinion at that point. It's like what you like, what appealed to you. Do you like that kind of drag out, grind out match with Corey and Gunther, or do you like what we saw with Becky and Sol Ruca?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Universally on this chat right here, only one person gonna put that Sol Ruca match higher than 5. Only one.
Yeah, well, you already know. And he'd be right. In his mind, he'd be right. But
and I will fight you to the death on it too.
Sol Ruca is the women's intercontinental champion, dethroning Becky Lynch in a solid match. It was a good match. On any other PLE, it's probably one of the better matches. On this PLE, in my opinion, it's the worst match. And that's not saying it was a bad match.
Yeah.
I was saying the other 4 matches were really that good too. Sol Ruca came to the party and showed out. Becky just does Becky. Becky is Becky. Mm-hmm. She never really disappoints if she has a good partner with her. But I'll save Sol's King for last because we know he's gonna soak up another 20 minutes talking about Sol Ruca. But Corey, talk to me about Becky and Sol.
All right, so look, she did her thing, but she got to slow down. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Javon, man. Everything don't got to be a spot. Save the soul snatcher. Save that for the end, like you did, and leave some of that other stuff alone. That cartwheel into the backflip over the top rope. All these high risk moves, man. You can't. That can't be your whole bag, man. And right now, that's her whole bag. She's got to slow down. She's gonna hurt herself, or she's gonna keep botching. She's botched in every match she's been in since she came up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is I never seen her do it in NXT, Corey. Like that move she does the black flip, that she nailed. Serious, and Steve, am I wrong? She nails that move every time.
The look, man. The lights are a little bit brighter.
Yeah,
you know.
Right.
This ain't Tuesday. This ain't Tuesday night on the CW, man.
You know what I'm saying? And look, and I love NXT to death. I like I said, I feel responsible for getting a lot of people to like actually tap in on NXT because I was talking so much about it. But it's different when you're performing in front of the same 300 people at the PC every Tuesday, and then now you're on Raw and you're with Becky Lynch, one of the best women of all time. It's like it's a little bit different, you know,
Yeah.
than being in there with like some of the women down at NXT. And that's no knock on them, but it's like again, Becky says it like as a joke or whatever like that, but it's like welcome to the big time, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is it. This is the dance. You know, this
Yep.
is the show. And they have gifted you this, you know, that they have identified that like that you beat Bailey, you were on Cena's like retirement show and you beat Bailey. So it's like they see it in you. And again, I'm glad Corey said it because that's my big thing with Soul. Soul is super talented. She's a gymnast by trade. She should
Yep.
be. I have seen her nail the Soul Snatcher. I've seen her do these flips like the little backflip. Like I've seen her nail it like, and it's just like I don't know what it is. It's just like you made it, so you don't. They're not gonna take it from you unless you keep messing up. You know what I'm saying? You know, is so more confidence, being more confident in her ability, going out there and nailing these moves. And again, what can you say about Becky? She's just a pro's pro. You know what I'm saying? She's just so good at this, just like on the mic, in the ring, just everything, just like telling a story. That is what wrestling is. Wrestling is telling a story. And as far as the women go, there aren't too many women who can tell a story in the ring like Becky Lynch. And I love the interaction with her. Like the thing with her and Jessica Carr just never end. It's just that's just gonna be beef for all time. It's never gonna end. And I love that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a match within a match with those two. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, you guys don't know, it's like Carr can wrestle. Actually, so, it's like, so eventually, I feel like there's going to be a match with them two down the line. I think, but
I
that,
said,
that can be
I
way
said
down the
that.
line. Mhm.
I said no. I said last week they need to pay that off at SummerSlam. And I tell you,
I think
yeah,
SummerSlam's
yeah,
too big for
yeah,
those two, but I wouldn't be mad at it, Corey. I wouldn't be
I
yeah.
tell
mad.
you, I tell you how they gonna get there. Jessica Carr gonna cause Becky kick Queen of the Ring. You know she gonna ref her matches. You know she gonna ref her matches.
But give me that in Madison Square Garden for Saturday Night Main
Ooh.
Event. I don't
Oh,
know. If,
that
I
would be
think
great. That would be great.
I
I
think
would
that's
love
the
that.
place for it. I think that's the
Yeah.
place for it. I don't. I'm not saying SummerSlam because I think
That's fine.
we spoke about a filler, and we don't want filler, and I feel as though that will be a filler.
yeah,
But Saturday Night's Main Event,
would be
yeah,
a fun
give me
match.
That,
That would
that
be a fun
it
Yeah.
would
match.
be a fun match in the garden. You know what I'm saying? That would be great. The crowd will be lit. You know,
Yep.
they'll still be like all riding off the hive like, you know, the Knicks winning the championship. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's just,
If the Knicks win the championship, Madison Square
Madison
Garden
Square
might be
Garden
Oh
won't
yeah,
be
yeah.
there.
That ain't gonna be
yeah, it might be
sketchy.
gone.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an outdoor arena. Pretty.
They'll be like live from Yankee Stadium. It's Saturday night's main event.
Wait, this ain't Yankee Stadium. Oh my God! They'll have to move it
No,
across the
no,
river. B.
live from what's left of Yankee Stadium. Like,
They're gonna be
yeah.
like, is the National Coliseum still open? Can we get that building real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Or they'll be at the
Oh
Javits
yeah.
Center. They'll
They'll
be
be
at
at
the
the
Javits
Javits
Center.
Center. Yeah.
Oh my God! But
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you guys. Like, first of all, congratulations to Sol Ruka
Mm-hmm.
winning the chair. I think even though she's messed up every time she's been up here, it still shows the faith they have in her that
Yeah.
you can do this. Let's get this belt on you and let's see if you can fly. If you sink or swim. And I agree with you. Just slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't stop being who you are. Like Javon, don't stop being who you are. Slow down. Just
Mm-hmm.
slow down and take a beat, and everything will be all right. So I love the fact that she won. For two reasons. One, I think Soul. It wasn't what you saw coming, and I
Mm-hmm.
think Soul could run with this. And two, Becky needs to go to the main event. Like,
Yes. Yes.
she's great with these kids, bringing them up. She had to. I felt like she had to take the IC belt from Lyra because Lyra wasn't getting it over,
Mm-hmm.
and now this belt is important. And I'm gonna let you go, serious. I know where you're going, but Becky working with these guys on this level has been great. But I want Becky. I want to see her not live off the belt. That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
Are we sure that?
we need big time Bex back for sure.
Are
Yeah,
we
yeah.
sure that's where she's going though? Because we said that very thing when she lost to AJ Lee. We said that very thing when she lost to Maxine Dupree. Are we sure they're going to allow Becky Lynch to go up to the main event? Because let's keep in mind, Becky has said this numerous times that she kind of likes doing what she's doing in middle round and this mid card and elevating these younger stars who seem to be chasing this belt, elevating them up. So I think all of us sitting here wants to see Becky in the main event messing around with Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer, Io Sky, all those ones in the main event. But does Becky actually want to do that?
She can elevate.
I,
She can
I,
elevate everybody you just named. It didn't need Eo's character needs to be elevated without Rhea. Liv Morgan, she's doing absolutely nothing. Becky can elevate her. I know she was the MVP a year or two ago, but she's not no more. She's not even on the damn card. She's sitting in the crowd. Becky Lynch can Stephanie Vaquer. When she was the champion, we were all sitting here like, yo, this title reign's been a little disappointing. Becky can bring her up. So it don't have to just be the new kids. Becky can bring the vets.
But that's what but see, that's what Becky has said that she wanted to do in various interviews and various
Becky has said she likes elevating talent. She didn't say it had to be young talent.
Exactly, and like we all knew AJ was going to be temporary. We didn't think
Yeah.
AJ was going to be hanging on to the belt and wrestling every month and what have you. So I'm not surprised that Becky took the belt back and then now they put it on somebody that can actually work. The Max Dupree experiment didn't work out. Okay, cool. Now we're on to the next one. But she can work anywhere. Like honestly, what I want to see happen, I don't want to get into the Queen and King of the Ring. We'll probably have the first couple matches, but we can talk about it right here. I really feel like Stephanie Vaquer is going to cost Liv, and then we're going to get her back. Hopefully, that's what I hope happens.
Hopefully, but
I don't want that. I don't want that, bro. I really don't.
I don't want Liv in the match.
I don't understand why Liv is there.
Well, yeah,
Liv doesn't understand why she did. Did you see the post show? She was like, "Huh?" She's like, "What?"
I don't know why she's there, but like I hope Stephanie comes back for two reasons. One, that's a good way to get that feud back going, and two, I love Stephanie more than Steve does.
Debatable. Debatable.
I'm just being hurtful, but
no. But it's like again, I feel like, and serious, I understand what you're saying with like, but I feel like there's still some meat on the bone with the Stephanie and Liv thing. Because obviously I feel like Stephanie was hurt going into Mania, and it kind of hampered the match a little bit. And I feel like, you know what? Let them run it back one more time. Let them get one more build up, one more match, whatever, and then we can be done with it. Because I just feel like whatever was going on with Stephanie, she went into Mania with it, and let's get her back healthy. Let them kind of run it back, and then we can go on.
Well, see, here's my thing, and then again we can move. It's not that I don't want Stephanie and Liv, to square up. I think that I want the Judgment breakup more than I want Stephanie and Liv. And I think that Raquel or Roxanne costing Liv something, or costing Liv the strap, or costing Liv putting in the ring would be the quickest way to break that up. Not that you're wrong, or that I feel that you're wrong, because I do think Stephanie and Liv need another go around, because that WrestleMania was so incredibly bad. It was so incredibly short. And I know both these women can work and work well, but I want the breakup of the Judgment Day so incredibly more than I want Stephanie and Liv, that I'm willing to sacrifice that for that.
Once again, calling for the breakup of the Judgment Day.
I will call it. I will call it until it happens.
Look, I'm gonna say this, and it's not gonna be popular to nobody but Velen. I love Liv Morgan. I'm a huge Liv Morgan fan. Let's stop acting like WrestleMania was bad because Stephanie was hurt. WrestleMania was bad because Liv's not as good a wrestler as Stephanie. She's just not. You keep saying, serious. You love to say, that these two ladies can work and they can work great. No, Liv Morgan's a great character. Liv Morgan is not a good wrestler.
Liv Morgan
I,
has
I,
been a great wrestler. Liv Morgan. Okay, we had this argument about Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. I don't know if Liv Morgan and Stephanie are a great partner, but when we've seen Liv Morgan work, we see Liv Morgan work well. We've
With
seen
who?
Liv Morgan put on banger matches,
With who?
obviously with Rhea Ripley, but we've seen Liv Morgan work. And so to say that she's not a good wrestler is not accurate. She may need another dance partner.
Liv Morgan,
And that could be Raquel, that could be Roxanne, but
neither one of them can bring Liv Morgan up to the level.
We
Jade
don't know
Cargill,
that.
Jade Cargill, I do because neither one of them are great wrestlers either.
Oh no. We're not going to talk about Roxanne Perez like she's not like she. They don't call her a prodigy just because it sounds cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like no, no. Let's not do that. Yeah. I'll give you Raquel, but like we're not gonna play with Roxanne.
No, yeah, we don't play with that.
Since Roxanne's been on the main roster, she's been called the prodigy because it sounds cool. We're not talking NXT. She ain't done a damn thing on the main roster to say, "Oh, she's great."
No, that's not fair. I'm not going to do that. She worked every Raw. She literally
did I say she didn't work? I said she's not a great worker on the main roster.
All right,
That's
we're gonna
what I
move
said.
on because you're gonna make me lose my religion up in here. I'm gonna do it.
Y'all
on the
done,
sun,
y'all-
on the Lord's day, on the Lord's day,
The Lord. Nah, listen seriously. Listen. So congratulations. I hope this is the start of something great for you. We are gonna revisit this first thing Wednesday, early. And Sirius got a host because for two reasons. One, I'm not going to be paying attention because the next game one will be on. And two, if I do, it's going to be a lot of cussing and y'all going to have to hit a dump button on me. But no,
I didn't even
listen,
think you was coming Wednesday. I didn't think you was going to show up.
I physically I will be here. My face will be here and on the TV.
He
and
showed
I'll
up
be on
last
mute the whole.
Tuesday.
You know what?
Yeah, he did.
You know what, guys. If it's I can't not show up because Stacy's out. But if we got enough support, let me have one day.
Look,
it's
just because I
orange
know
and blue
even
skies.
just because I know even if you are here, you're not going to be here because I thought about that earlier. Sirius, remind me before the end of the show to tell Villain what I got to tell him that's going to piss him off. Just remind me before we clock out of here.
Got it.
Oh my god. Anyway, listen, let's get to the main event.
No.
He didn't
No, man. Look, man. No. Clear out. Get this man the ball. Let him work. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Everybody-
Honestly, gentlemen, I make it easy, man. I didn't pick this one right. I didn't. I'm not gonna sit here and not.
How are you her man and you don't pick your woman? I'm sorry. Let me put myself on me. I'm putting myself on that.
Because honestly, Villain, I didn't think they were going to pull the trigger and put the strap on her right here. I figured that would be a SummerSlam match. But I was very, very impressed with what I saw from both women. I'm not going to sit here and say this was the best match of the night because it wasn't. I saw the botches. I didn't care. I saw what the story they were trying to tell. I felt as though it was a little bit short. This Jessica Carr and Becky Lynch thing is hilarious. But the fact that they pulled the trigger on this woman and gave her the strap after coming up short against Liv Morgan, after coming up short against Io Sky, after losing to Becky Lynch a week ago at Backlash. I was one happy dude. I hope that this IC championship run is good for her and the belt. But I messaged her on IG. I'm gonna get a shirt that says Souls King and everything. But I'm proud. I'm proud of her. Man, she did work. She's actually champion.
Do you agree that she needs to slow down?
I agree that she needs to slow down tremendously. Because she's gonna hurt herself or somebody else in the process. We had the same conversation with Javon Evans. We've had the same conversation with Penta. We had the same conversation with a bunch of these high flyers that, we had the same conversation about JD McDonough. You know,
JD just don't care.
Yeah, JD go out there
exactly.
and try to unalive himself every week. It's just like JD, baby, what are you doing, baby? Like,
He,
jeez.
he,
So
he is the epitome of what Mike Epps said though. He more lot, he got more head than he got body. Yeah. I'm
but
sorry.
yeah, man, I was impressed with it. I was impressed with it. But I mean, I'm not considering that like it was the best match of the night from a technical and ring perspective because it wasn't, but it was my favorite for obvious
And
reasons.
it was still a slot. That's the thing. That's
Yeah,
the type of card we got. It was the out of 5 matches to me, it was the fifth best one, and it was a damn. It would have been a good match on any other show.
yeah,
Out of, I mean, what? Still 4 stars, 4 out of 5 stars to me.
yeah,
Yeah,
easily,
You know what
easily,
I mean?
easily.
It would have broke
So
the internet. If this was the main event on Raw, it would have broke. It would have been trending all over the place. People would be like, "Oh man," and
hmm
that's what we got. You know.
exactly. So yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciated the match. I appreciated the work that these two put in. So, and it got us to a really good main event. Um, Tribal Warfare, our tribal chief versus Jacob Fatu. I
Steve's
mean,
not. Steve's not.
Steve, Steve,
Great.
Steve. There he is. There
There it
he
is.
is. There
There
he
it
is. Listen, um, it
is.
was crazy because it didn't sound like Roman got a real pop. He didn't get a pop. He got acknowledgement. There was not a person sitting in that arena. Everybody stood up and acknowledged their tribal chief. What a look in the crowd when you just see everybody amazing, amazing work. And I knew that he was going to do it when the bell rang. He was going to sit back and let them serenade him, and he did it. That's how good he is. He knows how to work the crowd. He knows how to work the camera. He knows how to. He just is great. So I just have to get that part out. Corey, our tribal chief, retains the title, retains his title as tribal chief, and Jacob Fatu falls in line. Talk to me, Corey.
I don't know if he's gonna fall in line quietly, but we'll see. It looked like walking up the ramp, it looked like he accepted it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I feel lied to. There ain't no way in
Hmm.
hell that there ain't no way in hell that guy got hurt 2 days ago.
Yeah.
There's no way. For a dude with a hurt back, he put on a hell of a match. So heck of a match, best
Mm.
match of the night. I didn't think nobody was topping Rhea and Jade. They topped it. They made Jacob look like a legit threat. They made me believe Jacob is a legit threat. So kudos to them for that because that's the monster we've been saying we needed. And
Yep.
now we got him. And we got the bloodline story now. And I can't wait to see what's next. I love the
Tomorrow's
tease
gonna be
we got at
fun.
the end. Yeah. I love the tease we got at the end. So I can't wait to see what it is.
Yeah, I can't wait either. I mean, you still got that dangerous Jacob Fatu, but you now he's just falling in line. And I love the end of the match when he said, he said, "Oh, get their asses too." They go like we going we. That's what I was just like cinema. Steve, talk to me, man. Talk to me about the bloodline is reforming and everything that went into this match during the match. How the tribal chief is painting a picture for the summer and beyond.
Yeah. I cannot. I can sit here all night, and I don't have all night. I can just like Roman Reigns. He is one of the best of all time at telling a story with in a wrestling match. It is just the way he talks, the way he moves, like he said, the way he like soaks in. I believe the kids call it aura. Like just what he does in the ring, telling a story in a match is just fantastic. And this was telling the it's just like, look, it was, hey, you think you ready for this, but you're not ready for this. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
there's levels to
yeah,
this.
yeah, I am going, look, I am doing this. I love you. I am doing this because I love you. Because if I didn't love you, I'd be doing worse to you. I am doing this just for you to be compliant. Okay. It's like, I don't love them other ones. Okay. Like, he mentioned LA Knight, Royce Key, stuff like that. He's like, I don't love them. I'm doing this because I love you, okay? And it's
Mhm.
like, and because I love you, I will allow you to learn from me. I will allow you to sit at, sit in the court if
Sitting
you.
in
I
the
will allow. I
sitting
will
in the
allow.
living tree.
Yeah, I will allow you. Because I am your tribal chief. It is like I earned this. You think you can just come and take this? No, I earned this, and you are not ready. No one, neither one, none of y'all are ready to take it. And them over there, Solo think he, like I got stuff for him too. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you can go over there with them if you want to. Basically,
Hmm.
because the visual of Jacob sitting there, MFTs right there,
Hmm.
bloodline there. It was just they did that on purpose. That was a very well shot little piece there because it's like it was just kind of like, hey, it was like Scorsese, absolute,
Yep.
like it was great. Like and the match was good too. It was physical and it's like,
Yep.
look, Jacob moving around pretty good for a man who suffered some sort of debilitating injury a couple days ago. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that part. That part.
So I don't know if he was look we've all played a little ball here. It's like, look, man, I don't know if he got that thing, before the match. He couldn't feel anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got a little shot of your
Yeah,
shot. Nope.
yeah, yeah,
Nope.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if he got that thing in the back before he went out there, and didn't feel anything, and probably having a real rough night over in Italy once it wore
Hmm.
off. I mean that plus the adrenaline. But like again, it was physical. It was like it was hard hitting. It was what you expect from a tribal combat match, and it is a situation where, man, look, people don't like it. Travis, I know, it's just like, look, man, the replay value. People talk about like replay value. Like, can I, like, if I watch this movie once, can I watch it over and over again? Like, I have watched Harlem Nights 87 times, and that is probably not even like a joke. It's like because I like it. It's a good movie. I can watch it over and over. This Bloodline storyline because you can still take so many angles and you can go so many ways with it. And again, like that little wrinkle with the MFTs and then like the OG bloodline, Jay, Jay looked like he wanted to like super kick. He like Jacob, like how dare you question the like 'cause Jay probably had a few of them things too back in the back, but it's like because even like Big Jim, who's usually like cool, like they looked annoyed. They looked like we tried to tell you, dog. Like we thought we was ready for this and we wasn't. And we and
Yep.
we longer in the game than you are, and you thought you was just gonna come and do this. Like we know, why you think we fall in line, bro? You know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah,
come,
that's
yeah, yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
That's
Now come on, bring your butt back here. Come on, cause like it was funny because like they're like, come
bring your
on,
ass up.
bring your ass up. Like what I'm saying? Like come on, you know what I'm saying? It's like we still love you. It's like you try, It's just like look, man, like it's almost like you try your dad. It's like you squid like what old man, and then it's like your old man put you on your ass, and then it's like he picked you up and it's like you know what, well, I had to try my old man like that, but like now
Yep.
let's come, and that's basically what it was. It's like all right, you
That's
tried
exactly
it.
what it was.
It's
We
like
all
yeah,
got
yeah,
sons, man. They do that.
yeah,
We all
you know
got
what I'm saying?
They'll
Yeah,
sons.
do it. They
of
do
course,
it.
yeah, they do it. They love to do it, and it's like and then they get hit in the chest, and then it's like, oh, anyway, like you know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
then it's like, and that's exactly what it was. It was like, hey, it's like you bowled up. You got you got hit in the chest, and it's like, now come on, you hug, you grab him by the neck, and it's like, come on, but it's like, man, I don't know if Jacob is going like Corey
Yeah.
said, man. I don't know if Jacob is gonna fall in line, man, because like with the MFTs always kind of being ever present, like I said, it's just we're gonna be eating good this summer, boys, and
Yeah.
beyond.
it,
So,
he's not
Jacob.
gonna fall in line,
mhm,
but he's gonna be in line, and it's just gonna be fun to see how it plays out because there's so many ways that this story is going, and I love it. To
mhm,
your point, like I'm old enough to. I'm a big Greek mythology fan, and I used to be young enough to want to watch like the Hercules, the legendary
mhm,
journeys all the time. Right before it was on TV, it was a movie, and there was a part in the movie where Hercules was talking to Zeus, and he's like, when Zeus just said, when you were younger, you used to tussle with me, and I used to let you run around and everything, but you're a man now, and you ain't gonna you test me, and it's going to be a problem, right? So and that's exactly what this
mhm,
storyline is. And to your point, you nailed it on the head. And I think they got it out of the story, but a lot of people missed it because it's like Jacob wanted what Roman wanted. He didn't think he was better than Roman. He just wanted what he wanted. He wanted it so bad. I'm gonna do it this way. And Jay and Jimmy weren't telling him like, dude, stop doing that. Don't go. No, they were telling him like, we tried it before. It didn't work, but we still got what we needed because we fell in line and we didn't serve him. We just let him be the head of the table, and we got up to that level with him. And it's like, that's the whole point of the story. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of this story, and people miss that. So, and it's like, and I know what's coming next. It's like, and I'm serious. I'm gonna let you go real quick. It's like that whole thing is like when the MFTs were sitting in the corner. It's like, I'm gonna get them too because like you guys are trying it on your own on SmackDown. Y'all taking L's to Damian Priest and R-Truth. How's that working out for you? When's the last time y'all been on a PLE? Bring your behind on home and let the tribal chief show you how to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? That's where we.
Yeah.
Serious, man. Talk to me about our tribal chief. I just love the tribal chief so much.
I will say this: I was tardy to the party. I did not get on board with this because. Well,
yeah,
the thing is,
we argued.
I still honestly believe that it's hard to get really on board with something when you know the outcome. And at no point, even though these were banger matches, did I feel as though Roman Reigns was ever threatened to lose the strap. With that being said, the storytelling that is being told and the way, to Villain's point, this bloodline story can now morph into is something that we could potentially ride off into the summer with and beyond. The juxtaposition, will he, won't he, acknowledge and fall in line? We'll see tomorrow. Will he, won't he, go after, the rest of the members of the family or whatever? Is Roman going to take his ball and just chill for a minute and let the rest of the minions handle the dirty work? Like, there are so many different ways that we can go about doing this. And I was kind of hoping for the anarchy. If you didn't listen to what Villain threw at us on Wednesday, you missed it. But I was kind of hoping and waiting for that because, good God, that would have been crazy. You want to talk about cinema? That would have been pure cinema. But
and that's just saying that Jacob wins, and he's the tribal
correct.
chief. And you got this nutcase running the head of the table, right? So go ahead.
Right. But the way this match kind of unfolded, the spots were insane. Roman taking the thing from underneath the ring and smashing his hands with it, and I was holding my hand as I was watching. I was like, holy crap, that hurt me. And so y'all know I'm a drummer, so I need my. So it was just wild, just watching that whole thing, and then the finishes and the counter to the counter, and Roman Reigns running. It was great. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Jacob Fatu for again putting on another banger matchup. He is another one. We talked about Jade Cargill earlier, how she got in the lab and perfected her craft and worked, and same could be said for Jacob Fatu over the maturation of his time on the main roster. They didn't give him the mic to speak for a long time, and when he spoke, he only said "I love you" solo. Now he's cutting promos against one of the best to ever do it, and bringing out 5-star matchups. Man, it wouldn't shock me if this one had a blow off match, but can't wait to see where they go from there, man.
Can I nitpick one thing right quick? One thing about this whole feud this drove me crazy. The tongue and death grip. It means absolutely nothing no more.
Devalue to spam it. He kept spamming the damn.
Not only that, Roman's gotten out of it plenty of times. We've all heard the story of Haku in the bar at 2 a.m. choking somebody out with that. We all know.
I mean, and Roman referenced that. He was like, "Man, you doing that? You doing that to me? Man, you supposed to use that when you in the bar, when you in a bed. You're not supposed to just use that just to use it, dog. What's wrong with you? So
it's like y'all took this move that's supposed to really mean something, and you devalued it over the past 2 months. Outside of that, that's literally the only thing I've had an issue with this whole time. They have done promos, the matches, nothing they've done has been off. Everything's been perfect. So,
I mean, talk to me about the match. Keep going, Corey. You're good.
oh, the match. I mean, the match was banger. I haven't seen Roman have a bad match in a long time. Like,
Since he's come back, yeah.
yeah, since he's become the head of the table, I haven't seen Roman have a bad match. So, and I think Jacob's been legit since the day he walked in.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Yeah,
not promo work, but ring work. Jacob's been legit since he started. So I don't think you could ever expect a bad match out of these two. I think Jacob in the ring is the best out of all of them, Roman included.
Yeah.
Just ring work.
Yeah, as far as ring work, yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob's the
You can make
best.
that. You can make that argument. Absolutely.
He is not new to
Yeah.
this. He had been on the indies for a minute and stuff like that, and because of his real life, it ain't kayfabe, his
Yeah.
actual real life legal stuff. That's why he wasn't up as soon as he was. You know,
Right.
so yeah.
Yeah, they had to wait on him, and Solo doesn't get a lot of credit for his ring work too. He's damn good. He just takes a lot of L's looking up at the lights because of just how it happens. But
And he's
yeah,
hilarious too.
he's
Solo's
hilarious.
funny
He's
as hell,
funny.
man.
Yeah, but no, this match was absolute cinema from start to finish. I literally text you guys I thought the damn table exploded.
Oh man,
That's how,
jeez.
it was in millions of pieces. But to Sirius's point, it was the first one with the two box was insane. The second one was even better because the way Jacob put his hand inside, but
Inside,
it made
yep.
it look like it was on the top of the stair, and he smashed it like I'm like, oh damn! But then I knew it, my mind, I saw what happened, but it just, oh wow, like that's just those two, man. Like just telling the story, getting the spots right, and putting the beats together in this match. And even when he speared him through the table, and then he was the first one up, and Roman's like, damn. You know what I mean? Like I really got to beat this dude down, but he's talking to him through the whole match, talking to him. I don't want to have to do this. You know what I mean? But I got to do this. I don't want.
That's
I
the
don't
thing
want.
that
I
makes
love
Roman
you guys.
so sick. Like he
So
did the same
special.
thing. He did the same thing with Punk at Mania. He did the
He's done
same
it with
thing
Cody.
with. He's done it with Cody.
Cody, Jay.
He
Oh
did it
yeah.
with Jacob Fatu at Backlash. Like I don't want to have
I'm
to
gonna
do
hurt
this,
this
man.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one. Like it's just so good. Seriously, how he works and like really what happened in the match was great. It's one of the best matches of the night. But I think what happened after the match was even better as far as the MFT standing out there. But what's coming at Night of Champions now. Roman versus Cody. Because he called them out. And he
It's
didn't
not happening.
not call out the QB1, did not have anything happen after that. Like I feel like Corey, it's gonna be kind of like a crown jewel champion versus champion kind of deal.
And
In Saudi, just called Night of Champions is you're gonna have the two champions, Night of Champions. That's how I feel it's going. And
I
get
don't
that
think I
Cody
don't
Roman free.
I don't think they're gonna do it. I think they're saving that. I think they're saving it.
Okay.
They're not gonna trick off the trilogy at anything less than a Mania. They're just not gonna do it.
I hope they do. I really do. I really do because I just want this
I
match
don't
now.
know, bro.
I really
don't
want
know.
Roman to solidify himself. Like, dude, you may have got one, but I'm still the captain of the ship. I'm the tribal chief. I make the money around here. I just listen. We love Cody. Not everybody. I love Cody. He works. He works live events. He works Raws and SmackDowns and everything. He's a great worker. He's a great champion, and people don't give him enough credit for how much he does. But there's levels to this. Roman is
La-
just Roman.
Last time, this is all I'll say about it. Last time you saw Cody Roman, it was the freaking Avengers. You cannot have the type of match you need to have between those two at a Night of Champions. You just can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
But see, here's the deal.
It took the Avengers to take down Loki. That's why.
It
You know what I'm saying?
was projected to be Roman Oba at WrestleMania. We kicking that to get to this Roman Cody.
It hasn't been projected anything. We've all been all over the place on Oba. We've
Yeah,
had
we don't.
SummerSlam. We've had Survivor Series. Right now, I don't know what's going to happen with Oba outside of SummerSlam.
We know what's happening there.
There was points, and you wasn't here when we were first talking about it. There were points when that match was going on that he took 5 F5s, and I was like, well, it's got to be SummerSlam. He's kicking out of 5 F5s. He's not going to lose.
Yeah. Right.
And my mind went to, well, it just moved up. It's SummerSlam. Then he lost, and now it's like, all right, well, we know it's not SummerSlam. I don't know what they're going to do with Oba. I just know Cody and Roman, and you might not see Cody and Roman for a year or two. They could tease that. They could tease that third match for years.
Yeah, they've been teasing it, and they can tease it, and it's like they can deploy that. They can hit that button whenever they want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no need to
It's the same thing with Seth Roman. You can tease that until you absolutely need it.
Yeah,
Seth and Roman will always be there. Cody and Roman will always be there until they're done.
Yeah, and then it's like when they need to like break that, break glass in case of emergency. They can always just break that open in whenever they want to. So it's like it's be there, it's ever present, and it's just like they'll do it. Like, I mean, what number WrestleMania are we on? Because it's like, you figure
43 will be in Saudi.
43 in Saudi.
43. So then like 45 is a nice round number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like
you can do that.
I mean, both guys are being older.
Yeah.
In Vegas.
In Vegas. In Vegas.
It'll
It'll be a 3 stages of hell. The first match would be at Allegiant Stadium. The second one would be at T-Mobile, and the third one would be at the A's New Stadium.
Night 1 in Vegas, night 2 in Mexico City.
Loser got to watch a Raiders game.
Mm-hmm. Corey.
Hold on a second. That's a little bit too much, sir.
That's funny, but yeah, listen, we got 2 minutes, and I want to get you guys out of here, but I definitely want everybody to rank their matches. So 1 through 5. You can start from 5 and work your way up, however you want to do it. But Coach, I'll let you go first. Rank the matches really quickly for me.
Roman Jacob was probably my favorite match of the night. Like that's number 1. Number 2, I would go with Jade and Rhea. I like that. That would be my 2. 3, I would go with Cody and Gunther. Would be number 3. Boy,
it's not hard. It's not. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You don't gotta pacify me. I understand.
Nobody ever does, dude. We keep it a buck. You don't.
Shut your face. Shut your face. Shut your face.
All right. Oba Brock is 4, and then bringing up the rear, even though it was a great match, would be Becky and So.
Yeah. Corey, what you got?
Same 5 as Coach. The only pushback I'd give is maybe I'd switch Cody and Gunther with Brock and Oba, but I got the same list as Coach.
Okay. Serious, what you got?
Dylan.
Ryan.
Spad fire. Honestly, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. I got Roman Jacob Fatu at number 1. I do have Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill number 2. I'm gonna throw Becky and Soul at 3 just because that's my baby and I love her ever so much.
Now, listen. Now, look at yourself. How dumb this list just got.
You're stuck right now.
You're stuck right now.
Let him be.
You have painted yourself into a corner, sir. Good luck.
I did. I'm leaving mom paint myself in the corner. I'm gonna go Cody, Gunther 4, and Brock over 5.
So Brock and Oba is the worst match on the card.
No, don't even do that, because we'll be here for another 2 hours yelling at him. Listen, for me,
my baby up, man. I had to
exactly. Number 5 is Becky Soul for me, and even though I thought it was a great match, it's probably the lowest of the night. Number 4, I'm gonna put Oba Brock, which is hard for me. Because I really like Gunther and Cody. I like the match, so I'm gonna put that 3, and those 2 are interchangeable for me. I would have put Rhea Jade 1, but the botch at the end puts it 2, and Roman Jacob is 1. I could have easily flipped those 2, and not because Rhea says my name every time she's home. shout out to her dog. But but that botch, there was no botch in the Roman Jacob match. There was no botch in that match. So that's what I got. Guys, what a great night. I appreciate everybody for coming and thank you everybody for listening. What we got?
I got to piss you off before we leave, man.
I pissed me off.
Get him.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, breaking news! I'm telling you now. I've read it in about 10 different places. The vision will be expanding, not breaking up.
He gone. Anyway, okay. We good.
Here's the funny thing. I'm not going to even hold you. I think I saw a couple of the same articles. It wouldn't.
Who are they gonna get? Who's left?
Well, okay, Maxine. Okay, that's expanding. Maxine.
No. I've read it's gonna be multiple people past.
Yeah, multiple people. So, like I said, we know Maxine is joining, like duh. And then I've seen multiple people past that because it's just like it's the vision. It's just like because, I mean, look, Bronson Reed looks like he's ready to come back at any second.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's already in he's already in the vision. So you can't say they're adding him to the vision. He's just coming back, and then somebody else is gonna come, and it's just like this vision stuff.
Gable?
Yeah.
Shout out to him, by the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why I said it.
We didn't touch on that, but that was insane.
What a match!
Insane.
If you didn't see Triple on Saturday night, go do yourself a favor. Watch that.
It is a type of match that reminds you why we love this stuff. It really does. I mean, from the entrances to the opening bell to everything, it's like everything in between. It was pure cinema. It really was. It was great.
So Chad Gable went and had a banger at AAA, and they're gonna bring him back to Raw to be a jobber. Wow.
Well, I hope they don't bring him back to be a jobber. I hope they bring him back to take the IC belt at some point because after that match, I can't.
I would love to see him.
It's perfect.
Ethan Page work.
He. It's funny because like he went to Mexico. This whole thing started because like he was tired of losing the Penta and he was going to learn the dark arts of lucha libre. You know, and full circle moment is like if he comes back and he like beats Penta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's just like
exactly.
I mean, yeah. So it's like I just feel like that's where they should go with that, and then like whatever. And it's like, man, big ups to the Creed brothers, big ups to everybody like involved with that because it's like they went down there and what should have been one of the stupidest things ever created, they turned it into gold. Everybody involved played their role and turned it into. It will go down when we're looking at the end of the year, stuff like that. It was one of the best storylines in wrestling. Period. No matter what the promotion. Yeah.
They loved every second of it. It was outstanding. Even the Royal Raiders got a belt. They were triple champions. So they showed up. They got their paycheck. But yeah, go watch that if you haven't watched it.
Oh yeah.
Corey, thank you so much. Get us out of here, my brother.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is. See the show, like show, share the show. Tomorrow, big night. We're gonna listen to Villain talk about the Knicks. I don't know if 3 or 4 of y'all are interested, but if you are, check that out. We'll talk about the Knicks losing in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, he gone. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody gonna bring me no bad news. No bad news. No bad news. No bad news. Ain't nobody telling me no bad news. Yeah, I don't care. Anyway, Steve, get me on out of here, brother.
I mean, yet another excellent recap show. Like I said, I like being able to sit back and kind of think about it. Like, I mean, the knee-jerk reaction is fine, but like being able to properly sit back and compose my thoughts, do like it, not doing it right after the PLE. So maybe that's something we do moving forward. But hey, we had an early in. You know what I'm saying? To this one, so Sunday, whatever like that. But see the show, share the show. There's some sort of basketball show on tomorrow. Not sure what the content of it is going to be, but there's some sort of basketball show on. After that show, there's a show. I believe it's a Raiders podcast of some sort.
Yeah, definitely. Podcast.
No.
Seahawks
Tell me, because I don't want him talking about your team. That's not right.
Hey, man, for Faithful Nation, baby. Niners,
that's right.
Bang, bang, I'm
out. No, man, but seriously, guys, like, see the show, share the show, like Forever Faithful, Orange and Blue Skies. It's always hashtag Total Sports Tuesday, Backstage Business on Wednesday. As for me, I'm going back to Gorilla. Kayfabe is dead.
I love it. Kayfabe, thank you so much. Serious, you know what to do, bro.
Yo, man, it's your boy Serious repping that 412 and the 703, man. Shout out to everybody for coming through and rocking with us on tonight on the reaction show a couple hours after the PLE. But man, we had a great time on tonight. Check us out all week, man. We got at least 4 or 5 different shows that are going to be rocking and rolling starting on tomorrow. The gentleman alluded to it, man. We got 2 shows back to back for you tomorrow. The Knicks are in the NBA Finals, man, for the first time since 1999. I'm pretty sure Villain and Ant are gonna be popping bottles and doing cartwheels in here. So we're gonna let them do their thing. And then afterwards, we're gonna get down to business and talk a little football with the Forever Faithful Nation, the 49ers show. Is doing great work. So I'm looking forward to what they're gonna bring to us, man. Tuesday, man, we're gonna be breaking down the NBA Finals, left, right, and center. San Antonio's perspective. We're gonna recap a little bit about what the Knicks got to do to get out of the stadiums with dubs. A little bit of baseball talk. And some other stuff is going to be coming down the pike, man. Wednesday, man, we're going to recap essentially what we saw on Monday Night Raw. We may touch this PLE, and we're going to look ahead to the King of the Ring tournament. That is going to kick off on tomorrow's episode of Monday Night Raw, man. We're going to be doing a lot of different things, man. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us, man. Friends of our Nonsense and Deep Thoughts podcast. My boy Trev, I'm going to jump on his podcast Tuesday evening. So if you're up late, man, come through, holla at us, man. I'm going to be jumping on his podcast talking NBA Finals and some other stuff, man. So I'm looking forward to linking up with him. I always close out my shows like this, man. God is good, even though some people are not, man. God bless. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening and rocking with us on this post reaction show. Hard Truths, Clash and Daily reaction show. We love doing this, man. If we didn't love doing this, we wouldn't do it. And we get such a great response from everybody out there. We're going to keep rocking and doing this. So, but yeah, we got shows all week. Orange and Blue Skies tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then followed promptly by Forever Faithful. Niner Nation, got to watch those guys, a little bit after 9 on a Monday, getting that 49er talk in. Like they said, Total Sports and then Backstage Business. We're busy all week. Thank you, everybody who's supporting us. Go follow us on our socials. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're everywhere. This show will be on Spotify pretty soon, probably tomorrow. And where you consume us. Thank you, everybody who's on Spotify rocking with us, man. We appreciate you guys there too. Listen, everybody's filed out of the arena. They got away from the reaction show out there. So they're all headed home. It's late out there in Italy. The ring is broken down. Everything's packed up into the Danhausen trucks, and we're on to the next city. So do us a favor. Support your local neighborhood villain. If you don't have one, you got the best one here. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.